Got my trusty ice pack out here going through the motions once again. Day one, staying humble, being grateful. Kurote kurote namo. Kurote kurote namo. Kurote kurote namo. Kurote kurote namo. Om namo kurote namo. Om namo kurote namo. Om namo kurote kurote namo. 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. When something out of plan happens in my life, something that seems like really negative at first, like injuring the shoulder that used to be considered the shoulder that hadn't been injured before, um, my immediate kind of instinctual reaction is to feel like really victimy and to ask God like why this had to happen, why I have to go through this bullshit, you know, just why. Why is that? And it's more because it triggers the emotional pain of the past that isn't totally healed. Um, but the point that I'm trying to make is that I've wanted to do this for so long and haven't done it because I don't know, I've just like been working so much and my mind has been so caught up in the idea that I have to work so much that I have to be constantly working. So I'm always exhausted, so that the only time that I can lie down like this and not just like fall asleep is if I'm hopped upon caffeine. But if I'm all jittery off caffeine to the point where I can't fall asleep, then my breath, everything isn't going to be calm and peaceful. And how can there be any happiness without peace? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare You know, I've been through a whole lot of trauma and pain and suffering in my life. And it turned me into this person who, it was like, I don't want to live anymore because this is just terrible. So, but I also don't want to die because it would make my parents so sad, and like my, people who love me. It would just cause them so much pain and grief. And that's not, it's also just not a winner's choice. That's not how we do this. That's not the way. So it was like, well, what are my options? I don't really want to keep doing this, but I'm not going to die, at least not on purpose. So the only choice is, well, if you think about it, it's like, well, what am I hoping to gain out of leaving this earth? Well, hopefully the idea would be that we could go be with God. What could we possibly want more than to live with God? So if that's the answer to that question of why do I feel so shitty, think about it. I guess that means that I am disconnected from God, from my true heavenly Father. And if that's true, then I am disconnected from my true nature. And if I'm disconnected from my nature, then how can I expect to be at peace with myself, to be at one with my true identity, with the soul, with the light? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So ultimately, that started me on a journey where it was like, all right, well, if there is a soul and there is a God, then um, I want to focus on trying to figure that out to a certain extent because I just feel broken. So there's no reason for me to be trying to do, I don't know, normal people shit because it doesn't make me happy. But connecting with God makes me so happy because it's like, oh, this, this is all that I need. After this fucking life is over, after, like, before, during, and after, I have accomplished everything that I want to accomplish and I've lived this great, beautiful, blessed, joyful, satisfying, fulfilling life. Before I live that great life, I am satisfied and fulfilled by the light of God. In order to live that great life, I need to remain satisfied and fulfilled by the light of God. And even after accomplishing everything that I intend to accomplish, when this world has been set up so that our children can evolve on a heavenly planet, I'm still going to need to be disciplined. I'm still going to need to be connected with God. Otherwise, I will not be happy. Remember, we might not wake up tomorrow. It is an illusion. It's not true. But today, we are alive, and the breath of life is flowing in and out of this body.